All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. Huge breaking NFL news here. Just came out like a minute ago. The Arizona Cardinals have just fired head coach Kliff Kingsbury. And, just as a fan of football, you felt like it was bound to happen despite the contract extension given in the offseason. Just long term, when you're thinking about the Arizona Cardinals, is it going to work 5-10 years with Kliff Kingsbury at the helm? You just kind of have doubts. And this season was disappointing, right? 4 wins on the year. You look at where the team stands from a record perspective. They're a bottom 3 team in football. Kyler Murray gets hurt. He's not even going to be, ready to play by the time next season rolls around. JJ Watt retiring. Like there's a lot of tough breaks for Arizona right now. But I gotta say, I'm looking at the job, and although they don't have much of an identity at this given point, I think that could all be remedied this offseason. If you just, I think they really need a leader with their next head coaching hire. Whether that's a DeMeco Ryans, I think that would be a beautiful fit. I mean, this is a guy who knows the NFC West. He knows the Arizona Cardinals roster. He knows their offense by having to study them twice a year. When we look at the LA Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, he has so much experience going up against both of those teams. And then clearly, he has a full understanding of the San Francisco 49ers roster. So right off the bat, Ryans has more of kind of a leg up or more of an advantage over some of the other candidates that might be out there. I personally think he would be a nice young acquisition that would really get the Cardinals fired up and ready to go. Also, you're switching sides of the football. You're going from an innovative offensive mind over to a young defensive mind. I mean, DeMeco, he has been highly regarded for years now, going on 2 seasons where he's put out just an absolutely great, just totally productive defenses. Granted, the 49ers are stacked. They have a lot of really good players. But, when I'm looking at the Cardinals, I got to be honest, so do they. Yes, some are up there in age. They do have a lot of veterans. But when I look at the Cardinals roster, that's not bottom 3. It is not bottom 3. You start taking a look at overall offseason assets. They got the 3rd overall pick. 3rd overall pick. I mean, that is huge. You could go get a game changer with that pick. 8 total picks in the draft. I believe they're sitting right now around that $33 million mark as far as cap space is concerned before cuts. I mean, I look at Arizona. This is a pretty sweet gig if they could get the right guy in the building. If you could just get that leadership, get that identity solid, get that intact, I think Arizona will shock some people next season. I really do. Of course, there is some talk about Sean Payton. He has been linked to the Cardinals over the past couple of weeks now, so that's going to be interesting. I feel like everybody's going to be interested in Sean Payton, whether it's the Denver Broncos, really everybody, Houston, Denver, like everybody's going to be having Sean pretty high up on their list. But it's going to be interesting to see who lands Sean at the end of the day. But Arizona, I think DeMeco would really make a lot of sense. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below, and as always, go Jets.